Rags to riches, broke boy missing. What you know about dreaming and wishing? Broken dreams from the fragments of my life.
That's what they're known for. 100 Thieves eliminated as well. And on board of TSM, they lost one. Reps is down. 4 squads remaining. Reps has to go big. No, he gets taken out. It's all up to the last member. TSM eliminated from Team Empire. It's the best team in EMEA versus arguably the best team in North America. And it looks like Empire did get the kill. Sorry again for the UI bug. That is not Reps. That is Empire. TSM eliminated. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀 is ratting and still alive. We know 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, Ranches, and 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀 if you're a fan of EMEA. We know how good they are. This is a CIS team who came to play. And here goes Empire. They want to fight, and they got all of Reject hiding with their tails between their legs here in this bubble.
Here we go, the EMP coming down. Team Empire don't have shields on 2 of their players. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 gonna try to put down some pressure. Ranch is popping the shield bat, so is 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 right here. They're playing off of the low ground, but they're still finding so much of this beamage here. The R301, see the car with the gold mag on top of it all. They're still putting on so much pressure. Double cracks right here with the wingman from 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀. You talk about some of that bloodhound action. Team Empire is performing for you. Dropping down with the PK. Team Empire now are forcing this team to drop like flies.
My man literally just jumped off the building and hit a shot like MJ there. Ranches, 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀, and 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 welcome to LAN competition for the first time. They got 1 player left. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 gets taken out, and just like that, it's going to be at least 1 kill. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 down to 1 HP. He wants the KP. Can he get it? No. Goodbye and good night, 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀. You're just running for your life right now as you're getting hunted by 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀. And that's it. Team Empire wins game 1.
That was the best team coming in from the EMEA region, formerly known as Team Major Pushers. They finished.
Please.
Yeah, we're good.
I cannot take zone.
Pop in a bat. You're gonna have to bubble forward, Jordan. Like bubble forward. We're gonna play here. We're gonna play here.
Let me pop a syringe. You ready? I'm bubbling forward. I'm bubbling forward now.
Yeah.
Like I can't even get into it, man.
Cracked one. Hold your knock. I'm popping a bat. Yeah. Give us knock.
Res? Like.
No. We can't. Just shut the fuck up.
I could have been.
I'm gonna run forward.
On you guys. On you. Evan, just live. Fuck, man.
And that's going to be a 7th place finish from TSM. It's going to be 100 Thieves taking them out. It's a little game of rock, paper, scissors. 100 Thieves beats TSM, who beats Optic.
And 𝗎𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 was on their 6 the entire time, too. They were just in such a tough position. They didn't make the decision fast enough. 100 Thieves now fully sending it on 𝗎𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 here. They just finished cleaning up TSM. Zen just gets eliminated.
Liquid.
Knock with the Kraber in his hand, too. So much action happening in the feed as well.
Insanity. That's going to be a significant kill game so far from Team Liquid. 100 Thieves alive. Team Liquid alive. North America on top for now. But Elevate from South America is in it as well. The Battle of the Americas here. Last team alive, well, it's going to be FSV 4-7 from APAC North in this as well.
You see the black market out, you know that's Team Liquid playing off of that low ground right there with 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 having, or rather not having the Kraber.
Man just yeeted a Kraber shot.
And he still has 1 bullet left. Oh, but unfortunately he does not get it. He wanted to style on them, but you got to look out for the high ground. 100 Thieves making their way up there.
So here we go. Team Liquid. That was Elevate that got eliminated. And Watson with FSV 4-7 with the Watson in late game. They're fenced up like the penitentiary right now on high ground. Team Liquid below them, 100 Thieves behind. But Team Liquid is the meat of the sandwich. In the words of my man Hodsick, you never want to be the meat. You want to be the bread. We'll see if Team Liquid can somehow get out of this one.
Hey, at least if they could toast up those buns, man, they could go fully in here, 100 Thieves. They have the redeploy just in case, but those Watson fences are still set up on the high ground there. We have to talk about the God spot going in favor for 4-7 right here. They overlooking so many of the other teams. 100 Thieves, Team Liquid playing for the low ground.
And we didn't see where the zone was pulling to, but it actually ended up being 100 Thieves that ended up in the middle, getting sandwiched here. 4-7 on high ground, sitting on top of the Acropolis right now, looking at the peasants below and absolutely raining down. It's 4-7 in a great position. 100 Thieves heals back up. They got to go huge in this fight. 3v3 against 4-7, and Liquid is just saying, yeah, y'all enjoy that. We're going to chill on low ground and take this dub.
Yeah, they want no business in that, and you have to be careful with the timing of these domes too, because you have to think about 4-7 with the EMP that they have in their hands. 100 Thieves now getting the crack. They have the wingman at the red here. Vaxlon and Omnu, they're going to be easing their way into that circle.
Vaxlon, former teammate of Madness from CLG, joins 100 Thieves and makes an immediate impact. Obviously, the roster change controversial, but it's paid off. Team Liquid now with 32 points. Such a big game from them, and this is anyone's game, Vicky.
15 kills in total for Team Liquid. This is insane. Are you kidding me? The EMP, you got to get rid of that. But the timing on the dome, that's what we're talking about. Perfect timing. Now they get the crack. The Watson goes down. The Crypto is stacked, and it's Team Liquid showing they heard you follow, and they win game number 2.
And you see Fun shaking his head saying, you can't mess with me, baby. On LAN, 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀, Fun and 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀's the for it. So he is the best possible leader to be in this position. It's going to be tough for them. Meanwhile, on high ground is Team 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀. Underneath them is 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀. So we have a 4-team sandwich here. Empire and Optic, well, they just get to watch it happen.
Oh man, E6 has had just such a game so far. Love their position on the high ground there too. They're going to overlook teams like Team Empire, Optic. They know that there's a team playing right underneath them too, being Team Liquid with that black market. But look at 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀 playing this with confidence. Sees that there could be a squad coming in from the back. You see the scan that the Bloodhound provides you, the difference in terms of compositions as fun goes down here from Team Liquid.
And 𝘕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀 tries to find at least some position. It's going to be a rock to give them some cover. They turn, they gatekeep, and they fry. Just like that, Team Liquid is going to connect for so much damage. Gets a couple kill points before things close out here. At least does some damage to cause kills to happen. Great wingman shots as well. 𝘕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀's Nocturnal still surviving despite losing fun.
Team 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘀𝘀 finding that fight on the high ground from E6 here. Team Liquid, yes, Optic gets taken out of the rotation. They had nowhere to go after they scored themselves out of that building. Now Team Liquid still in this fight there. This is the team that was able to take game number 2 with 17 kills.
And it's going to be 𝘕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀's and Nock continuing to do it. They take out 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘀𝘀. So we got E6 alive. Empire alive. I believe E6 is still in. No, it's going to be down to 2 squads. I take that back. I missed it in the kill feed. It's Team Empire versus Team Liquid. NA versus EU to close this one out.
And these are the winners from our first 2 games, too. I mean,
me?
this is insane. This is consistency by its definition right now. Team Empire, though, have the advantage. They have all 3 members up. They're looking for the opportunity right now, but Ranches is in trouble.
And just like that, Team Empire does it. 2 out of 3 games on Storm Point. EU on top. As Empire, the CIS God Squad, former major pushers, wins 2 out of 3 on Storm Point.
Love it. I love what I'm seeing from
𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀 lining them up as they stream down from the sky.
Yeah, most definitely. Scars down to the 2 players, IPN and Typhine. Obviously one of those teams that did have to make a substitution, having had a relatively okay start to this lobby. Looking to pick things up. A top 6 so far for this game. Not too bad, but instantly eliminated as I bring it up. So, a bit of a casting curse involved there maybe. Sorry, lads. Element 6 were the benefactors alongside 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘀𝘂𝘂𝘂.
Yeah, so they're holding outside of the circle right now, but there's 3 teams, as you can see here. 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂, we've got Optic Gaming, and I think the 3rd one might have just gone down, actually. All clashing into each other, while Element 6 just look on.
They've been doing a pretty good job of finding some KP themselves, but this is going to be the fight that they need to win. Excuse myself, it is Element 6, by the way, on the other side of it, and that is short work made of Optic Gaming, as they just dispatch of them in the blink of an eye. There's another couple of points on the board for Element 6, who are actually really putting together a very nice game right here. It might be coming to an end, though, as 100 Thieves do arrive. They've been third-partying all game, and they're making it work this time as well. 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂 eliminated in the kill feed. I can see there for top 3 now remaining. 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂 looks like the power team.
They have been waiting for their moment to strike. They made so much space for themselves in this circle. It feels like no one else has occupied it with them for pretty much the entirety of this 4th game. Now that the other teams are just locked into, look at that, the tiniest skerrick of space there at the back. 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂 are going to dominate this.
There they are. Element 6 at least able to eke out a 2nd place, but end of the day, we all knew it was coming. It's 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂 who will walk away with the first win on World's Edge at the split to playoffs. I know Xenox is going to be cheering in the green room. He did predict them as the team to top this lobby, so maybe there was something in that. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, though, Gino, strong on top of Big Mord, but the issue is now everyone has to move off.
Right now, FSV, 4-7, they are the only team in the circle, 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝑚. This is very reminiscent of our last game, everyone pushing into 4-7.
And, you know, maybe it's going to be more difficult to push into 4-7, because if you remember last game, it's a double rotator comp for 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂 with the Wraith, the Valk. Here, you've got a Crypto and a Watson to deal with.
That was a double stick!
And it's going to do a ton of damage as well. For 7, they're charging their way forward. Elevate just get absolutely booked. They're out of there. See you later. And that's just going to happen. 100 Thieves also eliminated. All those teams coming off of Big Mord, and all of those teams are getting absolutely wrecked right now by 4-7. It's almost like playing a zombies mode. There's teams just chucking themselves at you. Element 6 down now as well. And no one is getting past 4-7. They're playing the role of Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. They're saying, you shall not pass. Reject is down as well. And now 4-7 charging toward their victory.
It's only Optic Gaming, I believe, left alive. 4-7 have had this in the bag for it seems like 5 minutes, but now they have to pull the trigger and finish it off. They do. Another APAC North team comes out on top here in World's Edge.
I am astonished, almost speechless, which is not very good in my job, unfortunately, Genome. But man, what a crazy win for 4-7. And as you said, it played out very similarly to 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 win in Team Liquid. Also looking pretty good in this one, and maybe they're going to be the team that inevitably does walk away with the win here in the first lobby of the day.
Could be them, Elfish. Lots of other teams still left in this though. 8. 7 now left alive. It's 100 Thieves to go down, and 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 are starting to make their move there. Pricey with the wingman from long range will get a tap onto 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. Their compatriots in 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 go down now, however, and 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 just have to deal with Team Liquid on their side, who are kind of sandwiched between a couple.
Yeah, between a rock and a hard place as well, because that zone is pushing them in. They don't really have anywhere to go. Team Liquid are down to just the one. Phoenix team losing a player as well, as there's a bunch of players jumping into their bubble. They weren't expecting that from Optic Gaming. It hasn't gone well for either side, of course, but Phoenix team has been eliminated in the 5th place. Optic just desperately trying to find these resets. Unable to do so at the moment. Reject above 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀. GMT having a much better result as well. They're into the top 4.
Considering the 4 squads that are left alive here, though, you've got Reject on 52 points. Optic were one of the only other teams here who were really sitting at the top of the leaderboard. And look, a big performance here from those two could leapfrog them all the way to the top here and take out this round 1.
You're certainly right, but we're also looking for 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 and GMT to maybe play spoiler. Neither of those teams will be able to top the lobby, but they both really need points as well. We've said they've had their struggles so far, and they need to be getting those points right here, right now, because this is the last opportunity for the lobby. 𝑑uplex was finished off there by 𝐴𝐿 in the end, and Optic Gaming inevitably will fall. Ooh. I like that move from GMT now, though, by the way, because that's cleared out their entire side of the map, and Team 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 and Reject, as you can see, are really kind of jostling for position on the other side.
Yeah, but because this circle has such a big shift in the high ground towards the top of it, it just feels like Reject are going to be indomitable from up here. GMT, they've played this game well. Finally, we're seeing what we expected of them. But from the low ground here, it's going to be a long way to the top.
Surely that's going to force the bubble out from Team 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀. They're keeping their heads down, but yes, I do see the bub invested early on in the piece, and that's pretty bad news, because now the EMP starts to come across. This is where Reject is really going to start to build themselves into this game. 𝗎𝑠ℎ is knocked down by 𝐺𝑠, so you've got GMT and 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 taking a fight against one another. In fact, GMT may be fighting a battle on both sides as they're getting knocks on 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 and Reject, and it's 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀 out in 3rd. Now it's GMT who might actually walk away with the win. Somehow they've been able to do enough, and GMT from an awful start in this lobby have walked away with the win at the end of the day. The 11th hour, they finally get it going, and GMT, that must be such a
broken dreams from the fragments of my life. These days I'm just thankful to be alive. Rags to riches, broke boy missing. What you know about dreaming and wishing?